one of those races coming up now, the men's singles, hotly anticipated.
Yeah, this is one of the A finals the entire regatta has been looking forward to. These athletes racing heats on Thursday, quarterfinals on Friday, and then the semi-finals yesterday. And the 6 best athletes are represented here in the A final.
Yeah, it's been a hell of a program, and really recovery being so important for these guys. Yesterday's semi-finals just produced some sensational racing.
And here they are, 6 medal contenders: Oliver Holz from Germany, Nicolas Kolopoulos from Greece, Mutlu from Turkey, Karlström from Sweden, Diego Gonzalez and August Wisholm. And here is the young German athlete. Big shoes to fill, of course, because Timo Strache won last year.
Yeah, we saw him again in the doubles yesterday, coached by Eric Johannessen, the German Olympic gold medalist.
Here is the young athlete from, again, the young athlete from Greece, Kolopoulos. He's racing lane 2. And here, well, excited to see what this man can do here in the A final. Mutlu from Turkey.
I bet he's going to lead at 500.
Yes, I think he took some inspiration from his teammates who did exactly that yesterday. And here we have Erik Karlström from Sweden.
Great last quarter. Goncalves in a borrowed boat. Portuguese have had to borrow their boats here. Coached by Jose Felinho, lives in Coimbra. And August Wisholm, the Danish sculler, strong second half, coached by Jens Christiansen from the Hadslund Row Club in North Denmark. Quite a few of these scullers have got good second half, actually.
Yeah, we saw loads of these athletes sort of burning through the field in the last quarter, and closest to your picture, Wisholm was a very fast finisher. A call to attention.
Denmark, attention.
Oh! He held them, and wow, how did you see that, Tim?
Yeah, that's a false start. August Wisholm, they were on that sort of hair trigger.
Yeah, you never see, so essentially, we do commentary a lot, Tim and myself. You never see full starts, hardly ever. And Wisholm, he was sat there, and he must have been so tall, so tight, so tense, and he wanted to get out. His coach, Jens Christiansen, has said, you've got to get out quickly. And he just thought, well, I've got to go now.
Yeah, and to be fair to him, I think the umpire held them at attention quite long.
Yeah.
And all these athletes are like sort of coiled springs. And the slightest noise might trigger that starting procedure, which you practiced over and over and over again.
Yeah, so some of the starts are quite quick. I mean, it's supposed to be random, isn't it? I mean, we can't really blame the umpire for that. I mean, just got to wait for the red light to change to green. But, you know, fair play to the young lads. He's 20 years of age. He wants to get a quick start. Well, obviously now he's got to make sure he starts correctly.
Yeah, because he will be issued a yellow card there for that false start.
Blades of Cholopoulos there, his parents Gregory and Natalia, no doubt watching this event. Imagine they're here. Goals for the Maravici Nautical Club in the north of Greece. Oh, look at Goncalves. Goncalves is up, ready to go.
Yeah.
And he still hasn't called. Is he going to call them over, or is it just attention go?
I think he will do a full starting procedure.
Okay, let's see. But the Dane looks pretty relaxed and cool, doesn't he, after that full start?
Yeah, and that's so different. I mean, he had a little bit of a smile on his face when he rode back to the start. I mean, yeah, well, it happens.
I used to like that. The old start when it was in French, et vous prépartez. You kind of, you were supposed to go on the parte, but you kind of went on the prey with a little squeeze. And if you timed it right, it just worked to perfection. These days, it's with the light, it's much more difficult.
Yeah. Here we go. We'll hear the umpire any moment now calling these crews to attention.
He's still relaxed, that Danish lad.
Yeah.
There goes the call over.
Turkey, Sweden, Portugal, Denmark. Attention.
Oh, he made them wait there as well, didn't he?
Yes, he did. But a clean start now, all these crews off, and here we ride with Mutlu from Turkey, who will try and move out and establish that early lead, as we saw his teammates in the double do yesterday. But if you looking at the pictures here, the drone footage, it's a quick start by August Wisholm, actually on the bottom of the picture here from Denmark. And here we ride with Karlström from Sweden, who is looking so cool, calm and collected, up at 41 strokes a minute.
Yeah, I think he's coached by his mum, Malin, who is an Olympic sailor, and his dad was in the Sydney Olympics in the double sculls. And Eric is touted as one of Sweden's greatest rowing talents, a hope for the Los Angeles Olympics. Great Swedish scullers of the past whose shoes he wants to step into.
Yeah, and he's you can see him here now with together with Mutlu in the center lanes, drawing almost level. Good start as well from the Rostocker Rüder Club athlete Oliver Holtz from Germany in lane 1, who is basically level with Karlström and Mutlu.
Yes, Wisholm today, no surprise to see him at the back of the field. The second half is where he does his work, but he can't let those in front of him get too much of a lead. Goncalves of Portugal, he's right in there. Medal chance for him is going to be a little bit of a push, I think, but he's going to put everything into this race, clearly coming up to the first quarter.
Yeah, and Goncalves is actually struggling with a lung infection earlier this year, and he mentioned the other day that he's not fully recovered. He's back at sort of 95+%, but he's still not fully recovered, and it's great to see him here in the A final contesting the medals. But a great second 500 being led here now by Holtz from Germany, who is moving out 3/4 of a length ahead of Mutlu.
Yeah, I'd pick Mutlu to come through in that first 500 leading, as the two gold medal crews from Turkey did yesterday. But, well, his stated aim was to make the best of my first competition in the senior class. The 21-year-old is really got a background here as a junior back in Plovdiv, missed a medal there. He's kind of got not much form outside of that silver medal that he won in the quads back in the Varese under-23s, but this is his first medal or first chance in the big time in the single team.
Yeah, and coming now almost at halfway, and I'm slightly surprised, Martin, to be honest with you, that Holtz is he keeps moving out to, and it's almost a length of clear water here as we ride with the young German athlete.
He's a little bit like Ollie Zeidler in that he's got a very easy reach out forward. He's got very long limbs, those arms, and he's got a natural reach. The blades are going in and they're really perfectly catching the boat. It's like a little pinch and just squeezing against that at the front end of the stroke. I really like what he's doing there.
Yeah, it looks really technically proficient, and he's taking it over quite nicely. He's at 37 strokes a minute, and to me that looks sustainable at a halfway mark. 2.5 seconds ahead of Mutlu from Turkey and Goncalves from Portugal, bronze medal position, a couple of seconds ahead of Karlström, who I think is making a bit of a move here coming into the second half of this race.
Yeah, well, we are waiting for those movers and shakers in the second half of the race. We mentioned the Dane who's out of the picture, but there we're going to Mutlu. He says that rowing has brought out my character, it's built my friendships, my life. I've gained self-confidence and courage through rowing. I want to wear the national jersey with pride towards Los Angeles. That's his aim. This is part of that journey. Turkish team's really been on a journey, and he's moving back, Tim.
Yeah, he's rowing Holtz from Germany down. It's just a length now separating the gold from the silver, and Goncalves doing very well, I think, at the moment to keep Karlström at bay, but it's just 3/4 of a length now separating.
I picked the Swede to come through, Goncalves. He's not the fastest sculler in the Portuguese team. He's the biggest, and that's the physicality is why the coaches have chosen to put him in the single. He's got a massive job to hold off the charge of Erik Karlström in the last part of this race, who I think will challenge for a medal. What's the distance between them? 6 meters now. There's the battle for gold. Who's your money on?
Yeah, well, you have to go with Mutlu from Turkey. He really has the initiative. I think that Oliver Holtz from Germany, thought, well, I'm in the outside lanes, let's just go for it and see where we end up. We might end up with a medal, but Mutlu now closing the gap just 1/10 of a second coming into the last quarter.
Well, Goncalves is still up. He's got a bit of clear water over the Swedes. There he is. I was in breakfast with him this morning. I felt a bit guilty. He was totally in the zone. I put my hand on his shoulder and said, have a great day today. And he looked at me like, you know, I'm not talking to anyone. He's so focused now.
Laser focus for the Portuguese as we ride here with Mutlu, who's showing his mettle now, and he's rode through Holtz from Germany, and look at him go. Look at the speed difference, Martin.
Goncalves is still holding off the Swede over there, and this could be a famous medal for the Portuguese team. They missed out to the German charge in the double sculls yesterday. He looks across. You've not got far to go, Diego. Keep your head in the boat, and that bronze medal might be yours. Germany looks certain to win that silver medal. Mutlu is right out in front. Could Turkey top the medal table here, if only briefly, Tim?
Oh, that's a great shout, Martin. They may do, but Mutlu is certainly going to get the medal here. Last couple of strokes, just 50 meters to go. A late charge here from Greece as well, but it's going to be Turkey who's going to get the medal.
Yeah, and he is going crazy. Karlström is going crazy, trying to catch the Portuguese for that bronze medal. But out in front, it is Sever Edge Mutlu, you beauty. That's fantastic Skull. Turkey take their 3rd gold medal. It is the German sculler, and the Swede's coming through. He will break the hearts. Did he break the hearts? The Portuguese had his arm in the air. I thought Karlström for the bronze. Silver medal to the German. We wait and see on the photo finish. Definitely Ollie Holtz got the silver medal. It is Goncalves of Portugal. He's done it and got on the podium. The gold medalist laid back. How exciting was that last charge?
What a phenomenal charge by the under-19 gold medalist from Greece, Kolopoulos. And he got so close in the end, but Goncalves from Portugal just enough.
I was calling it for the Swede, actually. You were right. It was the Greek. It was the young Greek sculler.
Yeah,
and actually, you're right. Kolopoulos, he was just what, 0.4 off. My apologies there. Getting ahead of myself. There he is, Kolopoulos, that 4th place. A historic medal for Portugal at the World Under-23s.
Yeah, the well-deserved medal too for the Oliver Holtz from Germany.